So it's 10 o'clock or so at night. I was about to go to bed because I've got to get up early, probably about 6 o'clock. I've got my space heater on, getting all nice and warm in here. And I find myself in a bewilderment. Another letter from Chris. This is Chris's second letter to Celestia. Received 12/10/21. Today is the, as of recording this, the 14th. So 4 days ago. So we have Celestia here. I'm guessing she's talking about the contents of the letter. So she writes, I asked him how he can drown out the voices of a universe worth of prayers happening constantly. I told him I could feel a strong positive energy coming from his letter. I asked why COVID happened. I passed a simple message to him from Kenneth, and I asked more generic questions. I went back to talking about music, movies, and whatnot. I'm trying to keep his interest, basically. No ulterior motives, not trying to be destructive, just getting info. I'm more White Knight than Troll, except I won't be giving him funds or anything. Alright, so the way it's presented, so we're have to do this. I'm going to try to read it. There's no transcript or anything from anyone else, so just bear with me. God, I hate having to sneeze. Anyway, so this says from December 9th, but it was received the 10th. So, hey, blank, you may call or address me as Christine, Jesus, Jesus Christ Chan, or even simply Chris or Christ, your choice. Actually, I would appreciate a mix of being treated as a friend and with some humility. Your recent letter is truly a humbling delight to read and find the confirmations from. I can safely tell you that I had foreseen, no you didn't, your first letter in the specific timing and circumstances in reading the sentence that foreshadowed and confirmed my bodies and the charges being cleared and being released, which honestly at this point, probably going to happen. You are lots more than a typical human, so you need not feel or speak low about yourself. To answer your question, the prayers addressed to me have all been received in between my unconsciousness, my mother, Emmanuel, and even in my body's core, which is literally one and the same as the core in the epicenter of the universe once you don't give a shit, and what's left of 1218 as well. There is a divine sorting on which out of the infinite numbers of prayers get assured due to the timing, circumstances, and what is most important to the spiritual growth and development of each individual, respectively. If I pulled an Evan Almighty and said yes to all, actually it's Bruce Almighty, including the number of those wishing to win the lottery, well, that's an apocalyptic, chaotic type of outcome we gods and goddesses wish to avoid. Although I know Discord revels in watching the alternate timelines that feature such havoc. Anyway, the many chosen prayers are divinely addressed and answered between Emmanuel, one of my soul copies, or mainly by myself personally, from within my body, or more directly out of my body in astral manifestation. So the Bruce Almighty thing, yeah, he gets the power of God, and instead of listening to each prayer and kind of going like a prayer on prayer basis, he just, he makes like an internet type thing where he just puts a yes to all of them. So you have all these people winning the lottery, but then only each person only gets like $13 or something. So not exactly the best thing to just say yes to everyone. Okay, next. I said next. Okay. For how astral manifestation works, I first astral project myself and convert my energy into flesh that mainly is tangible and once you don't give a fuck earth and beyond the truth binding veil on the physical eye of the humans in 1218 earth. For most of them, when they separate their soul from their respective bodies in astral projection, their bodies fall unconscious and deeply asleep. For as well as I have backup souls manifested from their respective body cores, varying levels of energy. My core has infinite energy. Of course it does, Chris, because you are the most powerful god in the multiverse. No one has infinite energy apart from you. As does the universe's core, obviously. And as you likely know from your experience, when projected, manifested, and having to leave their bodies behind, this is incredibly hard to read because I don't want to blow it up completely like that. And there's no other way to really enlarge it. Behind the memories and experiences of your soulful journeys are separate from that saved in the body's memories, and upon return, the soul's memories take more effort to download and recall in your body's memories. There is a workaround to make that easier by backing up the memories of both your body and your soul into your individual infinite capacity cloud save backup drive in the cosmos, to which you may download your soul journey memories from there into your consciousness. But as with technology, the body's brain has a limit, and as to not overload it, non-relevant or oldest memories will be deleted in favor. When I am astral projecting manifested, I am in full control, and I have full capacity to connect or disconnect telepathically from my body for observations and thoughts. The catch is with my brain's handicap, I constantly have my brain here to record my time there and all, and help in thought process while it is entranced. It can fall into headache here, as well as disable me a bit there. So most of the time during my duties and work, I have disconnected telepathy with my body, but I always consciously back up and save my soul memories for later access. 3 more pages, guys. 3 more pages. I normally don't do this, but if you could hit that subscribe button, that'd be great. You know, it means a lot to know that you support and respect me putting my mind through this fucking bullshit. It really does. And that's why I keep doing it. For you guys, so you don't have to. But I do have full decisions for myself, and in working with everyone, including Magichan, of course. Because, Magichan's there. Of course, smiley face with a heart. With everyone of formerly 1C97, 1C Don't Give a Shit Earth, I can interact, see, and talk with and feel them. Oh, I'm sure you can. Can you feel him inside of you? As well as these from the other dimensions, timelines, universes, etc. We of Earth 1C Don't Give a Fuck Earth are all capable of seeing and interacting with those of 1218 Earth here, but that damn truth blinding veil, plus the poor choice some humans here make to purposely, consciously blind and close themselves from us is most disgraceful. The same is fact and true with those who traverse here from the heaven and hell realms in full energy to flesh conversion. Suffice to say, until after my second coming and shifting the collective of the majority to 1C Don't Give a Fuck Earth, communications and interactions get complicated. Does it look like it's, I guess the pen, I don't know, maybe I have to switch because it looks like the pen started to fade. Just like my fucking... Just like my tolerance for bullshit. I am very well aware of the hatred levels among the humans of 1218 Earth, worse in the minority of toxics that take up about 18% of the total population, which is about 600 million plus I do agree that COVID sheltering has turned a number of neutral good ones into neutral bad, but they are still recoverable and redeemable. Oh, thank you, Chris. You smile upon us every day. We're all thankful for your blessings. The shelter. Why do I do this to myself? The sheltering, along with the divine tests I and the other gods and goddesses have been administering, was to sort out these who are toxic, because before COVID, the toxic count was a lot less by 2 to 5%, and test the fortitude and endurance of everyone in general. We had a different sorting method in mind. Maybe a sorting hat would have been great in mind, and then uber demonic sockness curse the country of China, and bam. Yes, it was Jacob Sockness' doing, and bam, he had not cursed the country. Our method, he had not cursed the country. Our method of testing, as well as population reduction and control for the collective shift, would have involved an increase in physical natural disasters, as well as something similar to the plague of Moses' days. I doubt that. COVID proved more effective and efficient with less land and property casualties. Sometimes even the dark forces can have much better methods, but not in the long run or all the time. Of course, how well one can balance light and dark within themselves, as well as analyze, appreciate, and go with the flow of events and shifts in energy, is a very strong spiritual attribute to have. Aside from that, and having on with your letter, I actually feel better in having color in everyone. If everyone was in a black and white, how can you discern from one from another visually? Look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Take away all their weapons, and you can't tell Michelangelo from Leonardo, which is kind of true. Back in the day, they all have the same color. And then once the cartoon came out, they're like, well, we need a way to distinguish the four. So, they made Leo the leader, Michelangelo's the party dude, Donatello was great with, technology, and Raph was, I hate everyone. I've got an attitude. So, but back in the early comics when it first started, they all looked the same. You couldn't tell them all apart unless they said each other's names. I do appreciate the aura and personality differences, but if you're looking for Sonichu Prime and a sea of uncolored drawings of all the various regular and special Sonichus, all in the same pose and inspection, you're looking for a needle in a haystack, except that needle moves whenever it chooses to. If you get that reference, congratulations. Man of culture, I see. Yes, as long as the atheist is moreover good and spiritual is quality, even they will find good rewards in karma and not end up in hell realm before reincarnating into the next life. I agree with you in being open and aware of at least the bits and pieces of all religions in order to find the good within for yourself and develop a spirituality satisfying lifestyle and choices for yourself. Baptisms and anointments are still good options to really link with the heaven realm and deepen deeper with yourself, or deeper within yourself. My distance from the internet for a while for the greater benefit of my self-revelations. Oh my god, what's with the fucking lines on this one? Just weird looking. Enlightenment was divinely meant to make it even more clear and obvious to every one of my followers that the light of my aura and existence, as well as my insight, knowledge, wisdom, and even multiversal connections would sorely be missed. I don't think that should be the takeaway here. This is temporary, for upon my return and second coming, all shall have greater genuine compassion, empathy, and understanding of I and my greater roles as Lord, Avatar, God, and friend. Yeah, I seriously doubt that, Chris. There shall be much rejoicing, and it will be good. and I have I have come to better knowing of myself and everything with greater recovery and levels of kindness and understanding of all others of this earth. I still appreciate the finer things and light topics, for my body is half human and half Sonichu, half God, half this, half that. It's a man, bear, pig. Half man, half bear, half pig. This is super serial, guys. And I live physically immortal amongst you and everyone on Universe C1 don't give a fuck. Mary Poppins is still my favorite movie of all time. Yes, I sometimes like to sing random songs, memes, or notes in the shower. Gene Kelly and Tara Strong are my favorite actor and actress. Guitar, the Beatles. To be the best I can in my works and with everyone, to be the very best like no one ever was. Thank you again so kindly for your kindness and compassion. Go forth with greater peace, clarity, and blessings. Be safe and well. Enclosed is an NSC token for you to hold and feel inspired by and with. Oh boy. My lack of patience for this is running thin. I hope you guys have a great night.